Hey good people, it's your girl Christina here, coming to you guys with this video. I wanted to go live at first, but then I was like, nah, because I want to share this video outside of live with different people, other people, that some people that's not on Facebook as well. So this video I wanted to talk about because voting season coming up. I wanted to just come and talk about voting and things of that nature. I'm not here to, before I go into my opinion and my thoughts and my message for this video, it's not nobody that I'm specifically campaigning for. It's nobody that I'm team this person and that, because I'm talking about the city as a whole. I'm from Southeast. I was born and raised in Southeast. I don't live in Southeast right now, but I'm still a Washingtonian. But I just feel, watching a lot of stuff in my city, it bothers me, and I'm real passionate about certain stuff. Like it just bothers me, and I'm talking to people and I'm watching people and I'm observing stuff, and in conversations, it's bothering me that people are literally voting for people out of popularity or hearsay or because they're doing it. And that thing just, I don't know. That's the reason of this video today. I want to kind of bring some awareness of the whole purpose of voting. I've seen videos where some celebrities were telling people not to vote, and I pray that y'all don't fall into that situation, because good people, whether we vote or not, they're going to move along without us. It's just what it is. Like, I mean, just think about it. We had to, our ancestors had to fight for us to vote. So you think that they care if we don't vote? That's not the way I think we should withhold anything if we want to take a stand as a race. This is Christina's opinion. I think if we're going to take a stand as a race, I think that we need to hit them where it really will hurt, and that's financially, because that's all they care about. And they don't care about us holding our vote. I don't see the logical sense in that. And it's no disrespect to anybody who have an opinion of the opposite of what I'm saying, but if it doesn't make sense to me, it don't make sense to me to hold a vote. I'm like, our ancestors fought for us to do this. At one point in time, we couldn't do this. So that, to me, that's clear indication that, hey, they don't care if we vote or not. They don't want us to vote anyway. I mean, wasn't that the reason, the problem we had when the president in the office now got in? A lot of us didn't vote. So, I wanted to remind us of that and highlight that and give my voice on that. And also in the city, it's time for us to vote for council members, ANC members, and all that stuff like that. 2 years ago, I went to run for ANC, and I was seeking God guidance for it. And I told God, I was like, God, if it's not something I should go do, because I love to serve and I love to help my community. I'm like, if this is not nothing I'm supposed to do, I need you to give me a sign. And behold, the day of campaigning and the day that we had to vote, I ended up in a terrible car accident that could have cost me my life. So I'm like, what better sign than that, And I'm like, well, Lord, I hear you. And later he gave me understanding of why I feel like at the time it just wasn't my lane to go in. But I still advocate, I still serve, I still do things that I can do in my power to help my community. I don't link up with it's nothing wrong with it. It's just I don't link up with certain people to do certain things, because our mission is two different things. I've learned that things on social media is for social media, but when the cameras and the likes and the pictures are not on, your cause and your purpose is different. So that's why I wanted to make this video to spread, to bring some awareness, to get you to start thinking about, why are you voting for who you're voting for? Look at your community. What has really changed besides the fact that they're transitioning it from a certain type of people to bring in another type of people, and you're not benefiting from that. I'm 42 years old. I have been around, and I have watched council members, ANC members, mayor. I have watched a lot of people in office utilize people to get to their personal goal in the political world, and I watch people have personal goals, but they go inside their personal goal was to really help the community. It's the difference. It's people that will sit in your face to show you what you need to see, just what you need to see to move you, but never do nothing for your community. I have been in areas on certain part of the town in Southeast, their cameras, somebody's child get murdered. It's so many cameras over there to flash tickets. It's so many cameras that you can't even run without getting flashed. But soon somebody's child lose their life, you can't see nothing. The police ain't nowhere to be found. It say no loitering, but you can't even get into the 7-Eleven. You better be careful of who you voting, because the people you're voting for, they're cool with this. They're cool with this. They're cool with this. They people already in office and you re-voting them in. What is they plan? What is their purpose? People can tell us stuff until they blue in the face. But the truth is in people's actions. No one person can't save the whole world, but the truth is in all their actions. I have been on side of towns where I look and I'm like, wow, these playgrounds are nice. These are amazing. Then you go on another side of town, they don't have none at all. None at all. And if they do have some, I broke down. These are the people that you're voting into the office. All for what? Because everybody else is voting for them. Well, actually, I made this video to bring the question up of why are you voting for who you're voting for. Again, I'm not campaigning for nobody, because I'm the side of town I'm in. The things that I had issues on from the other side of town, I don't have those type of issues right now. But I just want to bring the question to your face that asks you, like, why are you voting for who you voting for? Are you voting for them because it's popular to do? Are you voting for them because they're voting for them? Are you voting for them because they said so? What is the purpose? You really want your community better? You really want your neighborhood better? You really want to change? Then you need to find out what their true purpose is. And they may not tell you. They don't have to, because the truth is in their actions. You can tell me, oh, I'm here to help the community. I'm here to make sure that the community turn around. I'm here to put in place the programs. Okay, well, where are the programs? What have changed? What have changed since you voted the last person in? What have changed? What have changed? What have changed? Again, it's no shots to certain people, man. I'm just saying, man, why are y'all voting for people if you still looking around and your children still can't come home safe in the evening because the police sitting on the corner looking fly on his phone, and then somebody got robbed right under his nose. Right under his nose. I was saying yesterday on, I got a message, somebody got the shooting that happened on MLK. I'm like, the police stay on MLK. Like, that's crazy. Who y'all voting for? Why you voting for these people for popularity? Meanwhile, your children ain't safe in the streets. At certain time of night, you don't even see police. Why you voting for these people again? You gotta ask yourself and stop trying to go with the flow of things. Sometimes that stream just because it's flowing, but it's flowing right into destruction. I've never been a person who have to roll with the flow. I was staying against anybody. I don't care who going that way. I said I ain't going. You want to go, you go. But I mean, real talk, ask yourself, why are you voting for the people you voting for? Go. You got the internet. We all do. Google them. Google them. See what their personal purpose is. Inbox them. I mean, these days, a lot of them, to me, just thirst trapping. Thirst trapping. I watch I be like, Lord, if they had this energy for the people in the community, my God, a change would have came. Real talk, and that's my opinion, and I'm standing on that. I have eyes I can see. I'm from DC. I'm about my people. I don't need to link up, and I don't link up with certain people because of that, because our mission is different. For social media, it seems the same, but when we talk, it's different. It's different. It's not the same. I'm not here for all that. I'm not here for no likes. I'm not here for none of that. I don't live for that. I'm from a different earth. I'm not living for somebody like don't validate me. If you gonna help the people, you help the people. It's no reason that we live in the District of Columbia. All the money that they made off these cameras and all the money that they made, all these tickets that they double up and give you if you even walk too fast. All these tickets they give you, and these senior citizens still have to go with their grocery carts every month to get food from Bread for the City. So y'all couldn't come up with a budget to get these people their food monthly? Come on, man. Why y'all voting for these people? You telling me you living in buildings that let you have holes in the ceiling, rats running through everything. You can't even get through your building because so many people standing out front. You got to fight to get into a place where you pay rent for. Come on, why y'all voting for these people? Isn't that what y'all voted for them for? A change? But look around your community. Look around. Go Google your area and see how much the crime has gone up. See how much it went down. What programs has been in place for your children to go to after school? What programs has been in place for your children to benefit education wise, artistically? Like, what can they do after school when they come home that they can go be creative instead of standing in the 7-Eleven or kicking it on the corner or kicking it in the alley or kicking it on the block? What programs have been in place since you keep voting for these people? Why are you voting for these people? If you just voting for them for popularity, then when it goes down, then, I mean, I don't see why you complaining, because your vote wasn't really to change the community. You voted because it was what everybody else did. What are you voting for them for? That's why I made this video. It bothers me. It ruffles my feather to watch people do. I have conversations. I was like, Lord, I was like, Lord, I can't go live because I get too excited. And I wanted to go live because I wanted people to get their feedback and their opinion, and I'm cool with that. Whoever you choose to vote for, just ask yourself, why are you voting for them? Why? You have children. Don't you want your community to be better? Don't you want the same security, the same respect, the same safety zone that other areas in the city have? We deserve that. And that's why we're voting you in. But I mean, come on, it's going to take 20 years to get it. Oh, I voted for you when my children were 2. Now they 20 and change still ain't came. Oh, change is here. It's just like it's not the change that you signed up for when you voted for them. They're moving us out and moving a certain type of people in areas where we normally frequent in. The change is coming, but what are you benefiting from it? Why you voting for them? It's voting time. I encourage everybody to register, to go vote. Really make your voice count, be heard. But it's not going to take you nothing but a hot second to Google whoever you're voting for and be like, what he's standing for. Reach out to him on social media. Hit him up if he on live. Ask to get in this live. I just have a question, bro. Like, you already been in office, or you about to come in office, or whatever it is. What is your plans for the system for the school system, for the safety of the community? What is your plans for my area? Like, what are you planning to do? And if they already been in office and nothing has changed, then hey, you vote for them again. Then don't expect nothing new. Because like I told you, some people goal is to come and really change the community on a journey with their personal goals, and some people uses people to build their own personal goals and use y'all to get to their goals on their back. They'll stand on your back to get to their personal goals that never really gave to you know what's about you. Some people have hidden personal agendas. Some people have hidden personal agendas. To get to the mayor seat, I'll use the people to get up there, but I really can't care less whether the community changing now. I really can't care less. How you know? It's in their actions. It's in their actions. I'm a person, like I said, you can say it, yeah, I hear you. But when you do things opposite of that, and I don't see things that you brought forth, I'm like, hold up, bro, like, this don't add up. This don't add up. Well, now I'm going to get around to it when. I see you fighting small fights. Those fights, that ain't even a fight you fighting. But some people don't see that. Them ain't fights. You doing whatever it is that please certain people. Who you fighting? Because if it was a real fight, you know who to take the fight to. I saw an incident right in the midst of the corona thing, and I saw some videos and some lives, and people were saying things, and I reached out and I said something. I was telling myself, I'm going to hold myself, but I couldn't because it was bigger than me. It was about people, and I'm like, we taking this fight to this person, and this ain't who the fight belonged to. This ain't who the fight belongs to, but it's easy to distract people when you're not paying attention. If you're really not paying attention, it's easy to distract you. I can tell you anything and be building my whole career on your back. But you voted for me. All I need is your vote. Once I'm in, I ain't got to fall through with nothing. Accountability, you have to hold these people accountable. All this Instagram stuff do not change your neighborhood. It does not change your neighborhood. You look around, they're making a change without you. You voted for these people and they cool with it. If they fighting for you, who are they fighting? They putting the story up on social media, so they like, I'll go live and talk about it. That'll get the vote. I'll go on my Insta story and put a story about it. That'll get their vote. I'm sorry, to impress me, honey, we need to go to the source. I don't like middlemen. I don't like middlemen. I'm telling you, you go up in Northwest, they barely have a lot of speed cameras. Barely. Like, they got some, but not like when you come on that south side. My God, I'll be like, I'm walking when I come back on my side of town. Lord have mercy. I'll be like, I can't even stop it. You just get flashed all over the place. But, you know, the people that you vote in office, they supposed to fight for us for that, right? They supposed to fight for us for that, right? The cameras are not clear. I watched the video, the criminal channel on YouTube. Really? You telling me if I ride on that same street that boy just lost his life on, you can get a clear picture of my heart beating in the camera if I'm speeding, but somebody get their head blown off, you got the blurriest picture that I ever seen in my life. But y'all voting for these people. Why are you voting for them? You better check and see what their plan is and see if it's lining up with what's really going on, and stop voting for people out of popularity and who they know and who they know him. My son could be running for mayor. If his goals ain't to change the community, and I know secretly he's just trying to build on the people's back, he will not get my vote. That don't mean that he ain't my son and I don't love him dearly. I would support him in other areas, but I would not help that dude ride the wave on the back of people, man. That's not cool. That's not cool to me. That's not how I get down. Nothing would change me being his mother. There's a lot of things he do now that I don't like, and there's a lot of things I do he may not like. But I'm not going to ask him to support me to deceive a group of people. People will do that. People will do that, but I'm not with it. I'm not with it. You say you for the people, let's be for the people. And I mean, I reach out and all that stuff, but when it's a personal conversation outside of Instagram and stuff that y'all don't know, I don't get down with certain people. And it's not like I got a personal issue with them. It's just when it comes to doing for the people, I'm like, nah, we not doing that. I ain't with it. You could do all that other deceiving stuff. I ain't with it, because I'm a firm believer, man. I know how things move. Yeah, I make a false move right here. It's going to come back and bite me later. I ain't got time for all that, man. I didn't make it out the hood being naive. I didn't. I wasn't like, nah, man. Nah, I'm not with it. I'm not cutting corners on the back of my people, man. I came from nothing. That's why I have a strong drive to help my city. Like, I mean, I do things on my own. And it's no shots at other people who link up with other people. It's just, for me, the people I choose to link up with, man, they mission have to be legit. I'm not with no cutting corner stuff. That ain't my style. I'm not with building no brand on the back of my people's back. That's what they do already. I'm not with it, man. And if you voting for people because the popularity, man, you know better than that. You can't be crying about how things haven't changed and how nothing haven't changed, because you lacking to do research on who you voting up in seats and voting in office and all that. I went and vote. I will say I didn't vote for the mayor. I didn't. I will say this. I do like how she's handling this COVID-19 situation. I don't like how she handled the city, because I feel like the less fortunate get it messed up inner things. And that's my opinion about it. I done emailed her, I edited her, I tweeted her and all that. I'm like, that's my opinion about it. I don't like the way she did a lot of stuff. But then when I went to the poll, the last time it was time to vote for her, I noticed how the poll was set up. And it was crazy, because if you going in to vote for the first time and you don't know these other people because they don't have the money and the revenue to get their promotion out on social media like in the TV like she did, you go to the poll and the only person you remember, because we dealing with a certain group of people, the only person you recognize is her. So of course you're going to vote for her. And I was like, man, that's crazy how this thing set up. I think it was like a Japanese woman or something I saw on there as well. I was like, I mean, there's nothing wrong with her running for mayor of DC. I'm just saying, like, the people that I saw, and I was like, wow, I didn't see nobody campaigning for the mayor position. And when you get there, all you recognize is her. But what's funny is all the people under her, you know, one of them could have been somebody who came in and was really for the city, but because people, you know, they flood you with her all the time, and they flood you with somebody all the time, it kind of a form of brainwashing you. Regardless of what she stands for, I'll go do it. You can vote for who you want. It's no mayor bashing or nothing like that. I'm just telling you, I didn't vote for her because I didn't like the things that she stood for. I don't like the way she moved in the city as far as for the people with less fortunate people. I feel like the plans that she have executed are beneficial for the more wealthier people in the city. You come in, it's basically like New York now. To get a apartment is so expensive in any parts of town, and I'm like, you know, so it's just, I just feel like the less fortunate get the short end of the stick. So that's why I didn't vote for her. But I will say I do appreciate how she's handling this COVID-19 situation, as far as not being so rushed to open up stuff and shutting certain things down that they people are crowding up and all that kind of stuff. I will give her props when I feel props is due. And there's other little things that I felt like, okay, that was a cool move, but for me, it's more moves that I didn't appreciate and I didn't deal with. The whole moving the homeless people out of the under the tunnel down on 9th Street where I go serve and stuff at. I didn't understand the purpose of that. I'm like, well, they're homeless. Ain't no place for them to go. You got one decent place, one homeless place over here, and then another one is way somewhere else. But then it's so many stipulations, and I get rules have to be in place. But if you know homelessness is one of the main issue here, then come up with a resolution and help solve it. Stop just housing people and figure out how you can reprogram the fact that they're homeless. It may be a mental illness. It may be the fact that they was never taught how to keep their rent and deal with financial stuff. It's a lot of things that you learn when you talk to people, but if you don't take the time to do that, because you don't care, you have no desire to know because you really don't care. But we vote these people in, so I wanted to make this video to just put it out there to get you to think about why you voting for who you voting for. Why? Like, is this person, since this person been in office, is they playing helping my family, my community? Like, real talk, look around your community and talk. I mean, man, it's up to you, but it's only what you vote, who you voting for is gonna make it count, man. People can talk until they blue in the face, but you look around, you'll see the truth. I tell people, even when somebody tell you a lie, the truth is still in the room, because you have to have the truth there to even create the lie. So even when somebody bring a lie and trying to deceive for you, the truth is there. So you will see it if you open your eyes and look. If you open your eyes and see it, take the time to pay attention to whoever is running, whoever, man. Real talk. I just think, you know, it's something to have to give, man. We can't keep sitting down voting for people because it's popular to do, or voting for people because I'm just going to vote. I don't care. Right? Then if something happens to your child, I'm like, that's what it's going to take for it to hit home for you. And that's what it seems like out here, though. Even it's like that's what it's going to take for it to be personal to you. And then you want to stand up, but you already voted them in. Real talk, man. People talk that talk, but a lot of people are building their careers and their personal goals on the back of the less fortunate. And a lot of people are is a lot of people who really care about people, man, who have it in their heart, like they got their personal goals, but they want to on a journey of getting there. They want to help and make things better. A lot of people really do, and you can tell those people, man, because the truth is in their actions. The truth is in their actions. The enemy, he's a deceiver. He's deceitful. He'll come fake like he's the light, but he's not. Y'all better check them people that y'all voting for, man. Check and ask yourself, why am I voting for them? Like, real talk, how's my community changed since they've been in? Or what are they saying to get in? Check yourself, man. Check yourself before you wreck yourself, in my Ice Cube voice. Real talk, I get passionate about this thing because I'm for my people, man. I'm down, you know, I like to help people that is in situations, whether they got it or not, man. It's just in my heart, and I get real passionate about when I see people taking advantage of my people. And I feel like, I don't know why God reason was, but I guess God knows me better than I know myself. Because, you know, I can be real stirred, and I stand bold in certain situations. And, you know, it probably wouldn't have looked good for me in some certain situations, because I understand that politics stuff, man, that stuff is real cutthroat. Man, I'm like, They is whatever. Whatever. Keep my that 2 cents to myself. But real talk, good people. I wanted to make this video to get you to start thinking about why you're voting for who you're voting for. Ask yourself, man, your kids live in these communities. You have to go to and fro in these communities, man. Ask yourself, why are you voting for whoever you're planning on voting for? If they not in the office, have a conversation. I mean, reach out to them. Look on their bio, see what they stand for, see what they've done in the past, see if they work line up to what they're saying they're going to do now. See, like, don't hesitate to research. And if they in office already, have they came through with what they said they was? Look in your community. I ain't talking about no personal 1 and 2 things that make you think, yeah, they did. Nah, look at your community. See what their goals are in their position. Has that even exemplified itself in my neighborhood? Have I seen any change? Nah, it ain't really changed for real. Ask yourself why you voting for these people. Ask yourself why you voting for these people. I encourage each and every one of y'all, if you're old enough to vote, if you haven't registered, go online and register to vote. Good people, our ancestors fought for us to do this. They died for us to do this. Could you imagine if you fought and lost your life and got hung and beat by slave, whooped and fought to the death of you for somebody behind you to do something, and you look down from heaven and they sitting on that? Think about that. You done fought, you done did all that, you done stood and got bit by dogs and heads got chopped off, people got shot, people, all kind of stuff. And you look down and you like, oh my goodness, I put my life on the line, and they just sitting there? Come on, good people, man. Get out and vote. Get out and vote. Get out and vote. Get out and vote. Like I say, it's some celebrity that's telling us not to vote. It does not make sense. Maybe it makes sense to you, but it does not make sense to me to sit in a country that doesn't want us to do anything as Black people anyway, and to give in to them, and we think doing that is going to benefit us. That doesn't make sense to Christina. I know this country loves money, and I know you hit them where it hurt, honey, they'll start listening to some of these demands. But that's just my thought. That's my opinion on it. So y'all good people, get out and vote. Get out and vote, and do the census thing as well. I think that is an amazing thing to do, because if they don't know that you're in that community, a lot of money that what they was telling, a lot of money that we need in the community, if half of the community only do the census stuff, I'm trying to get my thoughts together on the census because I was so tapped into voting, but on the census thing, if half of us only do the census and be counted for, then when it's time to distribute monies into our area, we won't get as much because half of us didn't do the census. And it's important, good people. We need to be counted. We got children. We got grandchildren. We need to be counted. It's playgrounds that need to be placed in areas. It's rec centers that need to come back in areas. These kids are very creative. They can draw. They can sing. They can dance. They can act. They can do a lot of stuff, but they don't have many places to help mold them into that. So if you do your census and stuff, that can be beneficial. Make yourself count. Go register to vote. All these things is accessible to the internet. I should have had the links before I did this video. However, I probably posted on top of the video or something when I posted, but real talk, register to vote, good people. Let your vote count. Ask yourself why you voting for whoever it is you deciding to vote for, and do y'all census thing. God bless y'all, good people. I pray that this gets somebody to think. I pray that somebody decides to research who they thinking about voting for. Real talk, because it really counts. You want to change in your community, do something different. Stop just voting to vote because somebody else is doing it or it's the popular person to do. Find out why you voting for them. If you have children, do that. Find out why you voting for them. Your children's life depend on it. Because until then, you're going to get the same stuff. The same old, the same old. I think it's sad. People are dying daily. They are dying daily. They getting murdered. And I think, I say this about DC police. I think we are the most flies looking police that I ever seen in my years of traveling. Their uniforms stay fresh. They all got their hair done. They handsome and pretty. I will give them hands to that. And I just don't like the fact that it comes off like they doesn't really care about the community. Like, you patrolling the area. How can the sign say no loitering? I'm trying to get into the 7-Eleven, y'all. I'm just trying to get a Slurpee. But I got to go through all these people to get there. And the police sitting right there. I'm like, that's not cool. That's not cool. But the people you're voting in, they had some say so about that, and some of that supposed to be a part of their plan that they had for our communities, right? Ask yourself why you voting for these people. That's my time, good people. God bless y'all. I pray that this video encourage, enlighten, and inspire somebody to reach out to whoever is running for whatever it is in their community, or whatever the season is for the voting season, because I see that it's starting. You can start voting, I think, Friday. So yeah, I pray that this bless somebody. Real talk. Find out who you voting for. Find out why you vote. Actually, why are you voting for this person? Look around your community. It don't take nothing but a hot second to sit back and think. What have changed? What have they done? Like, I mean, how's my children going to benefit from this in the next 2-3 years? You know, I got a family around here. I'm tired of the way things is. Have they really brought change to this community? Or are they building their career on our backs? Ask yourself. Do your census. Stay safe. We still dealing with this corona situation. Stay safe. God bless y'all good people. Until the next time. Peace.